This video is sponsored by the Decameni's Humblewood campaign setting. The bird is back. Last time, a lot happened. We traveled into a soulscape. Everything sucks. Reunited with Sneeze, ran into a dragon. Introduced you all to Old Gothy. Heh, I stole them. Who went from a 3 to a solid 11. Check out these guns. With some crystal stabbing. Oh, and now Sips and Gothy are running for their lives, being chased by a soul dragon and trying to exit through a now closing portal as dead people are popping in all around them. Did I miss anything? Alright, let's go. Sips and Gothy, seeing all the souls around them, shout for them to move their asses into the portal or be left behind! Like poetry. So we grab as many souls as we can and... Is that supposed to happen? Along with Gothy and Sips. And just like that, the portal closes. So, how did it go? Just resurrect Sneeze. So we managed to resurrect Sneeze without any more inconveniences. And like that, our stabby mute thing is back. Okay, that's enough emotions for today. Because right now, we gotta deal with another matter. Oh lord, what now? We think Rascom's under attack. What? Bummer. Rascom? You mean that city that you guys saved with the comb? Hairbrush. Rolling pin. Hairbrush. Now it's time to tell you the tale of how the Fool's Gold team saved an entire city with a single hairbrush. So before the whole Gresh fight and stabbing Gothy thing, in search of one of the crystals from Jack's quest, we traveled to a large city in the jungle called Rascom. A standard city, large fortified stone walls, big drawbridge, and a massive four-claimer crystal addiction problem. You know, city stuff. Because turns out this city has been consuming this highly addictive crystal like candies that are being mined from the four-claimer ruin underneath the city. Dare someone to eat it. I'm already doing it! But as Gorthen tries to eat the crystal candy, it just breaks his teeth. I feel betrayed. Seems like the citizens through time have adapted their teeth to be able to eat these candies. So, no drugs for us. We travel to meet our next quest giver and NPC. Texas Thelonious, a stuck-up high elf researcher who is Jack's colleague that also studies four-claimers. He's nosy and snooty and thinks everybody has a lower IQ than him. So, you know, top NPC material for this group. We meet up with Tex. Now, I need you to... Wait, so you don't have an accent? Why would I have an accent? That's idiotic. Well, I mean, Texas. Huh? I get it. 'Cause he elf. Actually, I like his voice. Oh, well, I love your voice as well. Oh, well, thank you. No, thank you. Oh, really? No, it's quite all right. Fine. No, it's really nice to meet someone. So anyway, Tex tells us that I need you to go to the Four-Claimer ruins and grab me a sample of this specific crystal. If I get this, I might be able to cure Rascom's addiction problem. Can you do that? You can also grab your big crystal for Jack. Do we need him? But there's a catch. The Four-Claimer ruins are controlled by the city's brutal tyrant leader, the Baron. An absolute unit of a man, gruff and merciless, he rules Rascom by controlling the population with addiction, making people rely on his supply, and he's the drug cartel. He's literally the drug cartel. So we kind of have two options. We sneak through the sewers to gain access to the ruins, or we somehow get the Baron to let us in. This sounds like a job for a bit of seduction. Okay, yeah, I'm taking the sewers. Come on, Gothy. Or you again. So the group splits up to Felix's delight. Sips, Sneeze, Gothy, and Jawbone travel through the sewers. What a nice cat. While Gorthen and Julian accompany Irina, who, with a sparkly charisma check, seduces the Baron. So, subbed or dubbed. We all make our way into the ruins. Gothy and Sips find the large crystal. grab some loot, and find something interesting. Documents. Reading that these large crystals are not only jam-packed with sun energy, but also have a bigger purpose. To power up something. Something big. All 5 crystals, when placed in specific locations across the map, open up a massive portal. But why would the Four Claimers make a giant portal? And where did it go? We don't know. Yet. This is why Jack wants the crystals. It's because he wants to open up the portal.
Tomato is a fruit.
While that happens, the rest get a tour of the drug operations and sneakily grab a sample of the crystal stuff Tex wanted. Mission accomplished. Until when we go to find Tex, he kind of got kidnapped. Yeah, by the Baron's men. Whoops! We find an invitation to a fancy party being held by the Baron, advertising a meal you'll never forget. They're going to eat him. Oh yeah, they're gonna eat him. I go get salt. Yeah, it seems like the Baron caught on to Tex's plan on curing Rascom's addiction problem and kidnapped him, and is gonna cook him up. Do we need him? He does have our payment.
Damn.
So we attend the party, and with some investigation, we determine Tex is being held in the cellars connected to the kitchen. We split off where Sips, Gothy, and Julian tackle Tex, while Arena keeps the Baron occupied while Gorthan tries not to eat more crystals. Okay. Betrayal! We need to distract the kitchen staff. But how?
Do you like my rock? His name is Dwayne.
So we activate our trap card. See now, Gothy.
Young man, I have a complaint. Your soup is too hot.
Well...
And your ice is too cold.
And
another thing. Where am I?
Down in the cellar, we find our snooty elf chained up. Oh, thank God. About time, monkey. Now get me out of these chains. You know what, Julian? Elf meat probably doesn't taste that bad. You can't be serious. It's not that great. Then we hear a loud noise coming from upstairs. Stay here. I'll try. We run up into the ballroom to find quite a scene. People running in panic, guards yelling, and a large dire bear destroying half the dining hall. What the Arena? I didn't do it! And she didn't. While we were down in the cellar, Arena was just making small talk with the Baron when he takes a drink. So, what anime are you into? I feel like you're a JoJo kind of guy. Yeah, me too. I think I like the manga more, though. He falls to the floor, and right in front of Arena's eyes, the Baron transforms into a large-sized dire bear. Get it? We're all gonna die. So why did he turn into a dire bear, you ask? Well, turns out somebody slipped a rare berry into his drink. A berry called a blood moon berry. When given to a person, this berry brings out their inner beast or monster, polymorphing them and amplifying their alignment. So now, we're not only up against a lawful evil Baron, we're up against a super lawful evil dire bear Baron that's pissed off and trying to find out who messed with him. He starts murdering people left, right, and center. The guards trying to take him down. Our group too, but we're just getting our butts kicked. People are panicking. It doesn't look so good. Think evil bear, guards, panic, buffet? No, Gorthan! Huh? Gorthan, I need you to toss me onto the bear. I got a hairbrush. Yeah, alright. Wait, you're not gonna question... Gorthan yeets me onto the Baron's bare back. I grab hold, raise the brush into the air. God, I hope this works. You see, about this hairbrush. This hairbrush is one of Sips's cursed items. You remember in episode 4 I mentioned that Sips has a touch curse with his crocodile hand, so he can place a random curse not only onto a person, but an item too. Meaning, if I touch someone with this item and they fail their will save, they will become cursed with whatever curse is placed onto the item. And on this hairbrush is the curse, alignment change. AKA I can change this evil bear into a good bear. However, it's completely random on what alignment he gets. And there's 9. With one stroke of the brush, the Baron fails his save. We roll, hold our breath, and land on lawful good. There's a sudden pause as the Baron stops attacking and realizes what evil he done do. And just like that, the fight ends. You found out that the guard captain was the one who slipped the berry into the Baron's drink, hoping that with the Baron becoming a big bear threat, the guards would kill him, leaving the guard captain to seize power of Rascom and something like that.
Yeah, who's this guy again?
I'm the guard. Yeah, I really don't know who you are. And with that, we free Tex. The Baron, being lawful good, makes Rascom a drug-free city, curing all its citizens and ruling it under proper law. So now you guys know how we managed to save an entire city with a hairbrush. God, I don't know how we managed to do this shit. Anyway, back at the Dragon, we were discussing what we should do when Julian, Abby, and Yurthan joined the group. What is... Oh, right. I still gotta deal with that. Now we face a moral dilemma. Do we fix and use the dragon in order to save Rascom, knowing that it uses souls? Or do we try to fight whatever it is attacking Rascom on our own? I don't know if we can use this in good conscience.
Where did the crystal go?
What? It's a big, powerful dragon who can easily kill all our enemies. Sips. It's fine. After 2 to 7 missions, we'll simply retire it. No big deal. It's not like it's... Then the dragon starts to move on its own. In its injured state, slowly starts to walk towards Rascom. That's new. This video is sponsored by the Decamany's Humblewood campaign setting, where now the pre-orders are up at thedecamany.com and the PDFs are available now. It's a campaign setting with birds. You get to play as a bird. I'm not going to freak out about the birds, but... Also, if you're going to be at Gen Con, go say hi to them at booth 2961 in the Entrepreneurs Avenue. Tell them how much you love the birds. This is a call to action. Also, I made another shirt.